Good morning, children. Let us continue with lesson number 8, our clothes. Children, in the previous class, we have learned about the natural fibers, about the wool, cotton, and silk. Today, let us learn about synthetic fibers. Man has made synthetic fiber from crude oil. So they have learned how to make fiber which is called synthetic fiber. This is used to weave a fabric called nylon or rayon. Children, let us see the natural fabrics and the synthetic fabrics once again.
The types of fibers first. What do we mean by types of fibers? Fibers are just thin and long threads, right? Not entirely so. Tell me, which types of clothes are preferred by us during summer? Soft and light clothes usually made up of cotton, right? And during winter? Cozy and thick woolen clothes occupy the list. Bags which are made up of fabric need to be strong rather than comfortable. This tensile strength is provided by jute fibers. And what about the soft and glossy clothes used in daily life? They are made up of acrylic fibers. These few examples indicate that there are a variety of fabrics available for our use. For our simplicity, we divide fibers into two major categories. One category is natural fibers and the second category is synthetic fibers. Natural fibers, as the name says, are obtained from natural sources. So what could the sources be? Needless to say, the sources would be both plants and animals. Can we list a few examples of each type? Plants like cotton and jute give us natural fibers. Similarly, animals like sheep, goat, camel, and so many are also used for their fur and fleece. In contrast to these natural fibers, the synthetic ones are made by us in the laboratories or industries, to be precise. Nylon, polyester, acrylic, all these fibers are the best examples to study the synthetic fibers category. Lastly, do you know that some synthetic fibers are made using natural fibers as the starting material? Yes, it's true. Natural fibers are chemically processed and modified significantly to gain another category of fibers. These are called semi-synthetic fibers. Rayon, artificial wool are a couple of examples of this category.
Now, children, let us move ahead how the fibers are changed into fabric. The raw fibers, cotton, silk, wool, or synthetic fibers are twisted to make thread or yarn. And this process is called spinning. This spinning was earlier done on a charkha in India. It was also encouraged by Mahatma Gandhi as hand woven fabric, that is khadi. But now sophisticated machines in textile factories do their work. You can see the charkha which we used earlier. But now these used machines are used to make the yarns. Now the next process is weaving. In the second step, the yarn or the fabric is made into fabric by weaving on a big machines called looms. These looms crisscross the long thread to weave into a fabric or a cloth. Many weavers weave the thread on handlooms by hand. Children, nowadays you can see many saris in the shops which are weaved by hands. They are woven mostly in Benares and West Bengal. Now, fabric is now made on power or big looms. Fabrics are later dyed to get colorful clothes. You can see in the picture how they are weaving the yarns. It is forming a crisscross pattern so that we are getting a beautiful cloth. Now, this way, after weaving, we get the cloth. Furnishing of the fabric. Dyeing. When we are coloring the fabric, it is called dyeing. The process by which the fabric is given color is called dyeing. The fabric is put into large vessels containing hot water with different color dyes mixed in them. Then the fabric is dyed and we have the colored fabric ready to use for printing. Now, beautiful patterns are drawn or printed on the colored fabric, and this is done by various ways. You can see in the picture, colorful fabrics are here, and then beautiful patterns are drawn on it, or machines are used to draw these patterns. Now, children, we have come to the final stage of this process. In the final stage, we give a special treatment to the fabric that makes it waterproof and stopped it from shrinking and wrinkling. This makes the fabric smooth and gives it a shine too. Now, the fabric is ready for fashioning into clothes. You can see different types of clothes in different colors at your retail shops. Thank you children for watching this video. In the next turn, we are going to study how we should take care of our clothes and how should we store it. Thank you children.